Hey, what's going on guys? My name's Jake Newby, and today I'm gonna be giving you 5 reasons on why you should be shooting in RAW. So first off, you're probably thinking to yourself, what exactly is RAW? Well, RAW is a file format that allows you to capture all of the image data that your camera sensor recorded when you snap a photo. So when you go to look at the image that you took on a computer, you're gonna be seeing exactly what your camera saw at its highest capable quality. And if you aren't shooting in RAW, then you're probably shooting in JPEG, so just jump into the camera menu here, switch that over to RAW, and you'll be good to go. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, well, Jake, I don't have the budget to go out and buy a professional grade camera that'll get me these beautiful RAW images like you're talking about, then you're in luck. Not only do most entry-level DSLRs shoot RAW, but there are a number of small, compact point and shoots that shoot RAW as well. And if that's still out of your budget, you're still in luck, because there's also a number of mobile apps that will allow you to shoot RAW straight through your iPhone or your Android devices. If you are interested in checking out some of those apps for your phone, I'll put some links down in the description for you to check out. Now, let's get into the first reason. Reason number 1, shooting RAW allows you to get the highest level of quality possible. As stated earlier in the video, shooting in RAW allows you to get exactly what your sensor captures. So this means that when your camera writes the image onto your SD card, there's not going to be any kind of compression that's baked in through the camera. Any kind of compression that you want to add later will all be controlled by you after you're done editing the photo. Now, if you were to take the image as a JPEG instead of in RAW, your camera would compress the image inside of the camera itself. Reason number 2, RAW gives you the flexibility to fix dramatically overexposed or underexposed images. A lot of times it's super difficult to get proper exposure every time you take a photo, especially if you're shooting some kind of event that's really fast paced and has a lot of lighting changes. Shooting in RAW gives you the data you need to bring your overexposed or underexposed images into Lightroom and correct them to how they should actually be. Reason number 3, changing your white balance in post. If you screw up your white balance in camera when you're shooting, more times than not, you can count on being able to fix it later in post. Don't get me wrong, you can adjust the white balance of a JPEG image as well, but you won't get nearly the flexibility that you would if you had been shooting in RAW. Reason number 4, you can choose what color space you want to output to. Now, side note, if you're not sure what color space is, I highly recommend checking out this video that Peter McKinnon made on different color spaces. Link in the description. Say you have an image that you took that you want to put up on the internet. Because you shot in RAW, you can bring that photo into Adobe Lightroom and choose sRGB to best match the photo's end platform. Same goes if the photo is going to a client or will even be a print. You now have the flexibility to choose either Adobe RGB or Pro Photo RGB to best match your needs. And lastly, reason number 5, sharpening and noise reduction. If you're shooting in JPEG mode, then your camera applies its own noise reduction and sharpening in camera using its own algorithm, which sounds great, but once you bring that photo out of your SD card and into your editor, there's really no way to undo what the camera has already done. If you shoot in RAW, the camera's not going to do anything to it, and you can still make the adjustments that you want to make as far as noise reduction and sharpening goes in post-production. So these are just some of the reasons why I like shooting in RAW, but that doesn't mean that JPEG doesn't have its own place. I can think of a number of times where shooting in JPEG is actually probably better than shooting in RAW. And I will be doing a video on JPEG images in the future, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on those. As always, guys, please give this video a like if it's helpful. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions or concerns, and we will see you all in the next video.